Well, Google is synonymous with searching the internet. We always say, hey, just Google it. I'll just Google it, whatever. And now the tech giant will defend itself in court over how it became the #1 search engine.
I researched for this story by Googling about it.
Wait, do you guys remember Ask Jeeves?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Flashback, right?
Wow, I haven't heard that in years.
Totally watched us just now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is the first major case the Justice Department has brought against a big tech company in more than 2 decades.
And this landmark trial could also have big implications across the tech industry. Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joins us with more on what that means for you. So what is this all about, Joe?
Yeah, first and foremost, as you guys set it up there, this case could have huge ramifications, not just for Google's role in our lives, but for tech companies across Silicon Valley and across the country going forward. Before we get to the heart of this case, let's share with you some numbers about how big Google has become in recent years. Their annual revenue, as you see on screen, 2021, over $200 billion for the first time. Every day in this country, over 8 billion searches are processed again in this country, and how that compares to other search engines. Bing, only 3% of the share. Yahoo, only 1% of the share. Google has over 90% of the search engine share on a daily basis in the United States and in many cases around the world. And the biggest question is that too much power in the hands of too few executives? This is the biggest antitrust case in 20 years. The Department of Justice going after Google, the biggest in 20 years since they went after Microsoft. The heart of this case focuses on allegations and concerns that the Justice Department has about the business practices at Google. For instance, Department of Justice officials are challenging Google's ability to make deals with cell phone providers, in some cases laptop and tablet makers, to make Google the default search engine. So if you buy a phone, you buy a tablet, what pops up first? Google. Is that fair, or should that be restricted in some way? Remember, this country, going all the way back to 1890 and the Sherman Antitrust Act, has a history of making sure that companies don't get too big, too powerful. This case in federal court will test that notion and will test whether or not Google and tech companies overall have become too powerful in their own right. So something to watch. This isn't going to be resolved overnight. Expect a months-long trial. Expect appeals regardless of the outcome. But it's the beginning of a very big, and some say very important, debate. And by the way, Google says they're just following simple business practices, norms, and that they're being unfairly targeted by the Department of Justice, guys.
All right, Deputy Political Director Joe St. George, thank you.